Hi Aries, how are you today? I've been asked to do your reading. I do get a tap on the shoulder sometimes, so if my YouTube channel looks a bit higgledy-piggledy with some readings there and some not there, I usually get a tap on my shoulder and get asked to do specific readings. Now, if you like the videos, please like, subscribe. I will endeavour to do, the best I can, and this is why. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Pentacles, nice, slow and steady. So slow and steady time. Also, I picked up that there has been some confusion around you at the moment. When I was sort of tuning into your energy, there has been a little bit of confusion. It's almost like the fire energies sort of really come forward, which created a little bit confusion. But you've been given a period of pause, which has allowed you to sort through and separate everything, placing it in, well, I wouldn't say alphabetical, A to Z, where you know where everything is, but it's in a more organized position at the moment. So more organized than it was before. That pause that you had created the opportunity for you to get in there and sort everything out. Now, what I'm getting is more files, more like mental chatter as well, understanding where the mental chatter is coming from, because it's had a feeling you've been bombarding you lately. So I'm getting you've had a feeling that it's been a bit too much, but you've had that space to be able to start clearing it away and creating a space for you to move forward. So that's a good thing. You avoided a tower moment. A tower moment could have come in and created all sorts of problems. But by the good graces, you were given a space to pause, which allowed you to reorganize things a little bit better than what they were. So that's great. I've just been looking through some of the videos I've been done, and the facial expressions and everything. It's like, my gosh, it's almost like the magic mirrors at a carnival. You're looking at very different ones. Okay, so here we had the sort of the juggling things at the moment, the ups and downs of life, which is it's a natural occurrence. But when you know that you're going through those periods of, times of confusion and juggling where everything is going, you know you're coming through the other end of a cycle. And it's those times when it's those confusing and juggling times, you don't really make any steps forward. It is a time to be prepared, become prepared for the next cycle that's coming through, but also clean up things that have been passed. So a lot of people, a lot of signs went through almost like a bit of a tunnel, and going through that tunnel, dropping things off from their beings so they don't take it into the new cycle. A lot of old, but I'm just sort of listening to the spirits and what they have to say. A lot of old cycles came up where you're wondering why they're coming up again, and I thought I sorted these things through. But that usually happens when we go through a tunnel and the wind kind of blows them through, because they're blowing out of your energy. So when we stand, it's almost like we have that pause time, we stand still and we can feel it coming through. Don't grab onto anything. If you emotionally grab onto something, then that creates that cycle again. So it's a matter of understanding that they're coming through, understanding why they're there, and thinking, I've dealt with that before, and just allow it to move through. Don't make any decisions. Don't make any rushes or be hasty. Just allow it. Some things you may have to grab again, because there may be something that you still need to fulfill within that cycle or the subject of that cycle. Just allow it. Just don't worry about it. Just grab it and then just move forward with it, and then it will eventually fall off. So let's get into your reading now. I've created a spread called What's in My Cup. Now, traditionally, cups are about relationships, emotions, partnerships, not necessarily love relationships, but partnerships. Cups to me are more about our vessel and more about us and what's in our vessel. So this is about seeing what's in your vessel, what extra energy we need to put through. Okay, there's the new beginning that's come up through. It's that new cycle coming through. So that's what's happening for you at the moment, Aries. Excuse me. Okay, so let's see what energy you need for this new beginning. There is a couple of old energies still there, but they're on the tail end. You're not going to stay there for much longer, because there's going to be new energies. With the new energy coming through, that's going to push those old energies out. Or we don't sort of, we transmute the energy. It's not so much we push it out or get rid of it. We transmute it. As you probably notice when we sort of go through cycles, some cycles take a lot longer and we have to deal, bring in other energies to help transmute the specific situation in that cycle. And that's what lessens the impact or the emotional impact of that cycle down, because we've allowed new energy to come through to transform it. Now, it could be a situation, it could be, a relationship with somebody, it could be something at work, it could be something in your financial area, something in your career, whatever it is, it's there to be enhanced. So if we see what you need to put in now, card I've got now to put in the extra energy is the Devil energy. I don't see the Devil energy as being bad. He's more the Devil, or the dark energy. It's there to support the light. It's there to enhance the light. Therefore, with the Devil energy, it's reminding you not to be too obsessive about something. Don't get too stuck on something that you can't get yourself out of. You may see that they have clothes on. I've had to put clothes on so I don't get the R rating on the videos and gets taken down. But I find it very interesting when the Devil energy comes through. Now, you've got supposedly Adam and Eve here, but these are the inner parts of ourselves. This is our feminine side and this is our masculine side. So depending on what side you're working on, it could be a new beginning on understanding your feminine side more. It could be a new beginning on understanding your masculine side more. Because once we get those two energetic sides of ourselves balanced, I think a card came out earlier, Temperance, which was about balance. You can see them on each side, and the Devil's right in the middle. So the Devil has the middle pillar. The middle pillar is the balance, where you have the masculine, feminine on either side. There's a big divide in between. It's like they're chained to different aspects. So you'll find the feminine aspect, that's right, I'm on the right side. I'm looking into the camera, so that's why they look different. So the feminine aspect is usually on our left side. And they usually get chained, that energy gets chained to certain things, as the masculine energy gets chained to certain things. And it's a way of understanding, it's taking that pillar out from between and getting them to work together. So you could have a feminine energy, whatever your moon is, whether it be Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn. This card relates to Capricorn. Your masculine energy which is the sun, could relate to Cancer, Leo, Pisces. It's understanding what star sign they relate to and how you can get them to work together. Because once you get them to work together, that's where you find the balance. You know, sometimes you have these confusing moments, which I was picking up before, just the confusion and the sort of feels not unchangeability, but it's it is well, there is the confusion there, but it's the feeling out of sorts. It's when these two energies aren't balanced within you. So it's understanding how they work together. And once you get them to work together, see, they're not chained, they feel like they're chained to each other. It's almost like, you know, you see those cage fights where they're sort of chained to each other, and, you know, it works out that way sometimes. You know, you have that inner turmoil, and they fight each other basically until the death of one. But this is what we're trying to transmute, what we're trying to transform, the energies within, understanding what we're working with. Now, the devil here could be the rising sign. Now, your rising sign is the first thing that they saw in the world, basically. The rising sign comes up first in your astrological chart. Then you've got the moon sign, then the sun sign. So it's understanding how they all work together. And it's becoming unchained. See how they can just, a lot of people say they can just slip the chains off their neck. But that takes time. You need to work through the process. And it's working through the process. You can eventually take the chain off from around your neck. You're not chained to it anymore. But it's understanding what it is, what you're chained to. It could be overwork. There is a lot of passion in this card as well. Capricorn, a lot of determination. This card is ruled by Capricorn and the goat antlers. His hand is giving you basically the sign of, you know, the Star Trek sign. It's a ritualistic sign too. He's got something written on his hand. So it's almost like having a look at the puzzle and seeing what the puzzle is that you can sort of get yourself out of. But there's a lot of passion in this card, because what the devil does, he keeps you held there, but he's only keeping you held there until you sort of work yourself out and say, well, okay, you've learnt that lesson now. Now transform that and go to the light. Okay, so let's see what our next card is. Our next card is, so this is the energy that you need to bring in. The passion, the determination, understanding what the puzzle pieces are. And I think that's when we have our pauses, that's where we get the information from. Now, this next one, this is about bringing the energy up from within yourself. Now we've got the Page of Wands. Now this is beginner energy as well. So it's a new energy coming through. Whether it's a business energy that's coming through, understanding where you're going to take your goals, where you're going to sort of start to grow a little bit more, whether it be in commerce, business, finance. This is what the Page of Wands stands for. It is a bit of a dry area, so a little bit of water is needed, and that can come within a Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces sign. So you might even have, you know, one of those signs in your astrological birth map. But it is the beginning of energy, the Fire of Wands, enterprise, business. It's understanding what the energy can do and understanding how it works to retain that ability of growth. So that's what energy to sort of bring it out. And I think you've probably been trying to bring it out, but it's just taking time. There's been a few setbacks with the Devil card here. So whether different circumstances have brought that energy into your being, but it's a matter of sort of working out how these two work together, and that will enhance the energy of the Page of Wands. So it is a new beginning on the area of business, commerce and finance. Okay, where to share this energy? you know, the energy that you have. And it's always good to share it with other people who are on the same headspace as you, because they can give you ideas. They can sort of help you get, you know, become more balanced and understand where you're going and what you want to do. But it's always good too to write things down. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do with this business energy or finance? I mean, not so much to amass a great deal of money. I mean, a lot of people would love to do that, and you know, nothing wrong with it at all, but that could be your ideal. Because once we have, you know, the amass of money, I mean, it doesn't have to be a huge amount, but that gives us freedom to do what we want to do with ourselves as well, you know. So it is a way of getting your freedom and enhancing your life and living your life in the best way possible, and also sharing with others too. Okay, let's see, this is what we're looking at next, where to share the energy. I've got no jumpers at the moment. I do like jumpers. Okay. And plus, being a fire sign, Aries, it's also understanding the nuances. Okay, so I've got two cards here. Where to share your energy, what a card to come up. It's a collaboration card, the Three of Pentacles. So it is getting the fine details noted down. Talking to somebody who has the understanding of what they're doing. And that's going to help you move forward and with your growth as well. So it's earthing, it's grounding your idea. It's grounding your idea in the physical so that you can build on it and move forward. See how he's got a map in his hand, or plans. It could be, you know, you're building a house or extending or something like that. Before in this one, it is business, could even still relate to business, you know. But it is something that you're working hard on, and it's now calling in the people that you need to help you move forward with it. Card also I got is try not to get too confused with everything going on. I see, I can call that you there. You're sort of trying not to get the headspace all muddled up by everything here. But there's one here, one person here, just like the person, you know, you can sort of see it almost looks exactly the same as the Page of Wands. You know, even if you get other people involved, make sure you take the stand and stand grounded within yourself, because you know what you need to do and where you need to go. Try not to get too confused by everyone else. Okay, so what supports you on this journey here? Okay, what flew out? Two cards again. So what supports you on this journey is the strength, your courage and strength, and also the manifestations that you have. You have everything that you need. You have sort of tempered down a part of your energy, the animalistic energy, you know, the primal energy that we all have. It's not getting rid of it, but it's understanding how to work with it just by going back to the Devil card. It's bringing in more energy, and it's understanding, again, you know, it's the beginning of a new energy, and it's understanding how to use it, how to work with it. Because once you sort of get it to a position where it is tamed down a little bit, that's going to help. But still, it still needs its wily ways, though, for you to, you know, be able to move forward. I'm going to put them that way because strength came out first. So it is a courageous thing that you're doing, business-wise, I'm hearing. Now, the Magician is there to support you, because the Magician has everything on his table that he needs. Magician is the master manifester. He understands, and they see how they both got the lemniscates on top of their heads. So they understand it's a cycle. They know the cycles that they need to go through to get this completed. And I believe that you know the cycles as well. A lot of knowledge that you will gain through working through this next cycle. A lot of business knowledge. I'm getting business knowledge. It's got to do with finance and business knowledge. But it's understanding that cycle, because if you don't, like the lemniscate, if you don't catch it on this side, it'll come back around again. So don't fear that you've missed it or missed an opportunity, because it'll come back around again. If you're not ready for it at this point, it will come back around again, because you'll think, okay, what don't I have ready here? And you get that ready, and as it's coming around, bang, that opportunity will come back. You may need a couple of these to go round before that opportunity comes back. But each time you're improving the situation, you're improving yourself, energetically, and also your surroundings. The magician understands how to work with energy, what energies to bring in and what energies to let go of. And with strength and courage here, it's very courageous. It's understanding when to not pounce. It's understanding when to hold back and then when to move forward. I mean, you can pounce, let the lion go, and he'll naturally go back into his, natural rhythm and pounce where he needs to, and then sort of, come back to, it almost looks like temperance, a balanced state. So I hope that helps you, Aries. Have a great new cycle, and I'll see you soon. Bye.